Are you over the age of 45 or maybe 50 or even above, and you think it's too late to maybe start over and reinvent your life? If you are, you're watching the perfect video, because I'm going to bust those belief systems because they're not true. And I'm also going to share with you why now is the perfect time to reinvent your life. We live in such an amazing day and age where it's possible for anyone at any education level to create a life of their dreams. So stick around. My name is Mindy. Today we're going to talk about 3 limiting beliefs about starting over at the age of 45, 50, 60, whatever age you happen to be. So let's just call it what it is. It's stinking thinking, right? We've all heard the term stinking thinking. So these beliefs that hold us back, and there's 3 big ones, at least in my opinion, that I would refer to as a stinking thinking. Well, today we're going to tackle these 3 beliefs and hopefully get you to a place where you can start to see the possibility that no matter what age you are right now, you can start exactly where you are. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Mindy. This is Aligned for Abundance, and this channel is all about those of us who are pushing those later years, who are maybe not happy with the life that we're currently living. Could be our relationship. It could be that we just want more abundance in our life. Maybe we want a better house or a better car, a better career. Maybe you want the freedom to travel. You are on the right channel because I've done this. I recreated my life, and I can show you how you can start taking steps to recreate your life. So the first belief is it's too late to start over. It's too late to pursue our dreams because of our older age, because of education. Maybe we just don't have the physical abilities that we used to have, or maybe our bank accounts aren't where we had hoped they would be. But I'm here to tell you there are so many examples throughout history. So an author, and she owned a publication house, Louise Hay. She started at 62. Now her company publishes all these metaphysical, spiritual type of books and has for many, many years. Ariana Huffington, she started after 50. Martha Stewart, Vera Wang, there are so many examples. But I'm also one of those examples. At the age of 56, I said no more. I was done with the real estate career. I was starting to get, honestly, physical symptoms because I was so unhappy and so stressed out. And I stopped. And here I am in a career that I absolutely love, living in Costa Rica, living my dream life, honestly. I can travel for as long as I want. And I'm just one of so many people who I know who've been able to create this life after the age of 50. And I want you to think about this. We think that, once we get past a certain age, that it's all kind of over with, right? And I get it. That came from a generation where maybe our grandmothers and grandfathers, by the time they were in their 50s, they were kind of old. I don't know about you, but my grandparents were. And we are in a new era where people our age are playing pickleball and tennis and sailing and hiking. I personally hike all the time. We're working out at the gym. Like we're looking younger even. We look like our grandparents did maybe when they were in their 30s or at least 40s. So we're in a whole different era, but we've got this wisdom that came with the many years of what we've had to deal with, right? Raising families and watching friends and parents pass on and, learning from our careers or whatever it might be that we have personally went through. And we get to bring that wisdom into this next chapter of our life. And that's how I look at it. This is the next chapter of your life. And why not make it the best freaking chapter ever, no matter what age you are? The second limiting belief is it takes a lot of time and money. And that is so far from the truth. So when I started this, I was actually not working my real estate business full time because there again, like I said, I was just so burnout. And I was starting to physically get sick from living in that stress and that anxiety every day. So my bank account was not all that. Now, I did have some things in place that made it easy for me to travel, but it wasn't really like I had an Airbnb that, I had lived in and turned the house into an Airbnb that allowed me to travel and pay for my travel. But it wasn't because I was independently rich. But what I did do, and I had been doing for many years, was studying this work, studying manifestation, what really causes something to manifest into your life. Because I'd always been a badass manifester, like always. But it took years. I'm talking sometimes 10 years, sometimes 15 years, sometimes 5 years. I've learned how to collapse time through studying this work, and I can manifest now faster and faster and faster. I was in Costa Rica for 3 weeks when I manifested the house that I now live in, and it's gorgeous, overlooking the lake and the volcano. But I'm telling you this because manifestation is a series of small, consistent steps. Even when I entered into my new career, it was small, consistent steps. I went down the wrong path. I didn't like the type of coaching that I was doing. I got recertified. See, I made mistakes along the way. I didn't listen to my intuition all the time. But here's the thing, when I listened to my intuition, which is part of manifestation, when I was in a calm, peaceful state, I was able to bring exactly what I needed into my life. And those steps, those small, consistent, daily steps will lead you to a life that you absolutely love. And the third, these are like the major limiting beliefs. Of course, there's more out there, but the third major limiting belief is that you have to know what you're going to do before you start. And that is, again, so far from the truth. I had no idea what I was going to do, but I listened to my longings and my discontents. So when you listen to your longings, you're listening to your soul calling. And my longing was to travel, to have freedom, to be able to travel for months on end. My longing was to have enough money in the bank, independent of the Airbnb, to be able to do the things I wanted to do and fly first class and, buy nice furniture. And that was a longing. Now the discontents, I didn't love where I lived. It was a beautiful city, historic area in Florida, but I just wasn't happy. I felt very closed in. I felt very claustrophobic. And I'd been in Florida for 25 years. I didn't want to be there anymore. I was kind of over the heat. So those were a couple of my discontents. I was very discontented in my real estate career, which, like I said, I was just burnt out. The market had changed over the years. The negotiations are very stressful. You have to drop everything on a dime to go show properties. And it was a wonderful career when it was a wonderful career, and then until it wasn't. So we really want to dig deep into what are our longings in our life and what are our discontents, and be 100% like in it. Like, if you have to burn the paper so your spouse doesn't read it, do that. But get down and dirty with where are you unhappy in your life? Like, what causes you anxiety? And one way to think about this is what causes you to feel like you're expansive. Those are the longings. Like for me, they're again, travel, the freedom to travel first class, money in the bank, seeing some of the most beautiful places in the world, getting to live in one of the most beautiful places in the world. Those were my longings. My discontents made me feel contractive. They made me feel like, well, actually, I felt like I was getting an ulcer. I was starting to get physically sick, like I said, from living this life that no longer served me. And you want to be so just down in the depth, truthful with yourself on this so that you can see. You want to have clear eyes and really walk into this next chapter of your life like, this is my life. Could be the last chapter. Let's face it. It could be. We never know. Tomorrow's not promised. So why not make it the best freaking chapter ever? And just know that the only thing that you need to know right now, you don't need to know the how, you just need to know what overarching is this going to look like. You don't even need to know what your career is going to be. Just what would I like my life to look like, and really journal into that, really sink into What does that look like? For some, I don't have a big family. My kids don't have grandkids yet. So for me, and my extended family is rather small as well. So for me, it was really all about this traveling and being able to give my twin daughters these travel experiences. We're outdoorsy. We love traveling. We love snowboarding. We love hiking. We love surfing. I wanted to be able to give them these experiences and fly them first class. So what is it in your life that you want to create? And that could be having extended family. It could be having, I grew up in the Amish country in Ohio. It could be having all the homes very close where you can walk to each other's homes and really enjoy your family on the regular. Do things with your family and your grandchildren. That's okay. Everybody has different dreams. All you need to know right now is, what does that life look like? And are you willing to do the work that you need to do up here to get from where you are today to where you want to be? Just start with where you are and allow the path to unfold in front of you. That's exactly what I did, and it led me to an amazing life. I promise you, you can do this too. I've had countless clients who have done it, and now I'm coming out on YouTube to help those of you who may have never have met me learn how to do this. So if you resonate with me, with my energy, I tend to be kind of calm. I'm not a real in-your-face kind of person. But if you resonate with me, then drop me a like and go ahead and give me a follow. Comment below. Well, what kind of life would you like to have? Would you like a life of travel? Would you like a life spending more time with your family? Would you like a better career? I would love to hear what you have to say. And thank you so much for being here.